What's up, nerds? Thanks for nerding out with us. Welcome back to the Nerd Lounge 2.0. My name is Austin. This is my beautiful wife, Ray. We are your friendly neighborhood movie review watch couple. TV shows, movies, everything like that. We got an awesome episode for you. We watched Alien Romulus in theaters. It was pretty great. We're going to talk about that. We're going to rank all of the Alien movies. But I did want to start off with something a little different. Actually, not much different, because apparently, according to my wife, we only do the same segment every time. But because aliens are so scary and dark and twisted and stuff of nightmares, I'm going to have my wife do a cut 5, keep 5 of the cutest characters ever. Okay. So we got Puss in Boots, Baby Groot, Baby Poe from Kung Fu Panda, Baby Nick Wilde from Zootopia, Baby Dory, Boss Baby, Stitch, Gurr from Invader Zim, Gizmo from Gremlins, and Toothless.
So cut 5, keep 5?
Cut 5, keep 5.
That's hard.
Yeah, I know. Those are good ones.
All right, I'm going to cut Nick Wilde.
You're going to cut Nick?
I'm going to cut
Wilderness
Nick.
Explorer or whatever he is?
Yeah, I'm going to cut him. I'm going to keep Baby Groot.
Okay.
I'm going to cut the Gremlin.
Gizmo?
I love Gremlin. Gizmo, yeah.
You do like the Gremlins, yeah.
But I'm going to keep Toothless.
Okay.
I'm going to cut... This is hard.
So you got Groot and Toothless so far.
I'm gonna cut Boss Baby.
Yeah? I thought you were gonna keep him. I thought you liked him.
No, I'm gonna keep Puss.
Okay.
And then that leaves.
So you got Groot, Toothless,
Stitch, and
Puss in Boots.
I picked Puss in Boots.
No, that's your 3 that you have.
Oh, I know. So I have Stitch, Poe, Dory, and I don't know. I never remember his name.
Gurr.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep Poe.
Baby Poe.
And I'm gonna cut Stitch.
Oh.
And I'm gonna keep Dory and cut Gurr. I do like Gurr though. I never knew his name, but
yeah, Gurr is like one of the coolest characters ever. He's so funny.
I like Baby Dory.
I probably would be similar on your list. I'll definitely keep Baby Groot. I'll probably keep Puss in Boots, Poe. I'll probably keep Baby Nick Wilde and probably Gurr as well, because I think Gurr is just awesome. Yeah, so that was just a little way to get some cutesy button stuff before we talk about dark, twisted, scary aliens all day. So, all right, should we do our best of our ability non-spoiler thoughts for Alien Romulus, even though it's been in theaters for a few weeks now?
Our rankings of Alien movies first.
You want to do the rankings first?
Yeah.
And then kind of talk about each one a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're going to go right into it then. We're going to go into the Alien ranking movies. So go ahead and leave in the comments your ranking of the Alien movies and what you think about them. We're going to go from 7 to 1.
7 to 1?
We are not including Alien versus Predator movies, just Alien movies.
Yeah. Okay, we want to say at the same time what we got?
Well, we can go one at a time and we'll give our thoughts about it briefly.
Do it at the same time.
You want to do it at the same time?
We do it at the same time.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 7.
1, 2, 3.
Alien Resurrection. Which one did you say?
Aliens 3.
Aliens 3?
Yeah.
Aliens. Okay. All right. So you said Aliens 3 for the last place. I said Alien Resurrection. Why Aliens 3?
I just didn't like it.
No?
No, not really.
There is a lot of points where, like, the up-close shots of the alien are clean because it's probably practical, but then the CG in that movie is pretty lackluster.
I guess mostly I didn't like it because they killed off pretty
the doctor.
fast.
His name is Charles Dance. I forgot his name in the movie. The doctor guy, the medical guy. Yeah.
They killed him off pretty fast. I thought
like halfway through.
I thought he was gonna be the one to like maybe find like a serum to like give the people. I thought that when like he gave her the whatever in her arm, it could have been like a serum to like avoid the aliens from going.
Oh, to like not be eaten or something, or like not be ingested or something.
Right, because he like had a problem like mixing, drugs and stuff. So I thought no, but he died. So he was kind of low key pointless in my opinion. They hooked up and then he died gone. Pretty kind of inconsequentially. Like he was built up to, and that could be a bait and switch. It could be like, we're gonna build this guy up because he's a pretty big name actor, and then just kill him off. It was like he was like, "Do you trust me?" And then he dies.
Yeah, when he's
that was it.
Yeah, Yeah,
gave her drugs, and then he died.
Yeah. My number 7 was Alien Resurrection. I think this movie is pretty good. It's okay. I like the crazy like hybrid aliens that they're doing. I think that was actually pretty cool, but I don't know. It was kind of random because...
Sorry.
Oh, I got
some fuzz.
Yeah, I got some fuzzy all over my stuff. I just thought it was random that it was like, oh, she's a clone of Ripley. What was like... And then what? Oh, because they said... I think it was Aliens 3, where she was being ingested with, like... She said it was the egg layer. I think that's Aliens 3. So it was Alien Resurrection. They brought her back to, like... To house, like, a new queen or something, right?
Right.
Yeah, like the scientist guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of random. It was cool. I liked the cast. Winona Ryder, Ron Perlman. Pretty good casting on these movies, I do think. But comparatively to the rest of them, I think on the low end of the scale.
Yeah, I don't know. I also get really confused, so forgive me, because in my mind, they all kind of start to like mesh at one point, and I have to ask him like, wait, tell me what happened in like that distinct movie, so I can be like, okay, like that is this one. So don't come for me if I mix and mash movies together.
We literally watched all of them over the course of the week leading up to watching Alien Romulus last night. So even same with me, there's definitely some things where I'm like, wait, what was that this one or is that one? So
yeah.
All right, so that's number 7.
All right.
Number 6.
1, 2, 3.
Alien 3.
Romulus.
You put Alien Romulus that low?
Yeah.
Yeah, I put Aliens 3. The bottom 2 for me is Alien Resurrection, Aliens 3. Why Alien Romulus?
It was scary.
It was scary.
It was scary. I also thought it was sharp. It was sharp. It was shot really dark. So at some point,
it was really dark.
At some
even
point
in
of
the theater,
film, I couldn't figure out what was going on. Also, in terms of like almost at the ending where, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, when she is trying to get the hybrid out of the bed bunk thing to unlatch it. And then and then he gets sucked in, and then she's like
the storage
spiraling
container
in or whatever. I couldn't tell what she was. It was like I couldn't tell what was going on.
Yeah, she was trying to.
In some parts of the movie,
she was trying to unlatch the cargo bay.
No, she did that. She unlatched it, and then once it like got down, when she was going back in.
Oh, she was like on that tether, right?
Yeah, but you couldn't tell what was going on.
Yeah, It definitely was very chaotic. So. Yeah, that's a spoiler warning that in the very end, when we're not going to try to give too much away, but
yeah,
the movie has been out for I think a couple weeks now.
I think it's been out for like 3.
I think like
weeks.
2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, 2 or 3 weeks.
So, but it definitely was like
it was very dark.
jumpy and very shaky cam kind of thing. Yeah, I agree with that.
I did enjoy like the because I have anxiety, so I enjoy like those parts. It definitely gave me anxiety. It almost felt like a Sam Raimi movie, a little bit. That's his name, right?
Sam Raimi, yeah.
Yeah, it almost felt like that a little bit, just because of how a little bit darker it was than most of the aliens.
Yeah, it was
in terms of like gore and stuff. But that's my number 6.
It was definitely bringing it back to like a lot of the 80s nostalgia, and it.
Don't talk about it too much.
What? And save it for later?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
No, I'm just saying, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we'll just do our brief thoughts and then talk about Alien Romulus.
Yeah, like the reasons why I gave it a 6.
Sure. Okay. All right. Yeah. So my 6 was Alien 3. So yeah, top 2 or bottom 2. Alien Resurrection and Alien 3. Alien 3 was the prison planet one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was the one with Charles Dance. Yeah. There's definitely a lot of times where the alien is like running around and it just looks like it's like copied and pasted from like another program. It doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it was from like I think it was from the 80s or early 90s. I think I want to say 80s. I can't remember. So definitely very technically like still good for the time, but just stands out.
I think I'm gonna change my ranking real quick. I think I messed up just a little bit. I might move.
You need a pen?
No, I might just switch these.
Switch 2 places.
Switch this one with. I'll figure it out.
All right, we're moving into number 5.
Wait, which one did I just watch? That was Aliens, right?
The one you just watched right now?
Uh-huh.
That you didn't finish?
No, the one I did finish when you came upstairs.
That was Aliens. That was
Okay.
That was the second one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So number 5.
Aliens.
Aliens. My number 5 was Alien Covenant. So little bit low. I do like Alien Covenant. I just think that there was a lot of needless death that could have been prevented if people made better decisions. You know, I saw Alien Covenant in theaters when it came out. I liked it. I thought it was, you know, pretty horrific, the things that happened, but just people making poor decisions who are supposed to be like the smartest people on Earth that are going to this planet to recolonize. You know, so why would you would bring smart people, right?
Yeah.
But they just didn't make smart decisions. So. All right, number 5 for you was Aliens.
Aliens, yeah. Yeah. Aliens was slow.
At the beginning, huh?
It was slow. It took an hour and 1 minute until you seen a xenomorph.
Is that...
I literally stopped to see how long it took for a xenomorph to appear. And it was an hour into the film.
And it's like a 2-hour movie?
Right.
It took an hour to see a xenomorph?
It took an hour.
Wow.
And then on top of that, like in the end, when it's like she's like going to fight the queen and Sigourney Weaver Riley has on like the metal suit. That was the Ripley. Sorry, that was the slowest fight scene I've ever seen in my life.
What, in that like excavator suit?
Yeah,
thing?
all you hear is like all you hear is her machine, and the fight was slow. It was slow, and then all of a sudden. Alien knows how to go up on an elevator to get to her. Like, really?
That's true. That's true.
Like, okay, are they that intelligent?
I think it was Bill Paxton's character. He's like, something, they're operating this, they're animals, you know, or whatever. Yeah.
Like, I thought it was going to be, boy that gave her the gun coming up in the elevator to, like, help them. And I'm like, no, it's the queen.
Oh, who? Hicks?
Yeah.
The guy that survived at the end?
Yeah.
The leader? Yeah.
And then how did the queen get into the ship at the end when it's clearly shown that they flew off before the queen got into the ship? I don't know, man.
Classic horror tropes, horror villain tropes kind of thing.
Also, there was a scene where they're trapped like in one of the rooms where the face huggers are at when they're first like exploring, and she notices that it got out of like the fluid it was in or whatever, and they're trying to break the window and they're hitting it with the chair and they can't break a window. So then finally when like she lights the sprinkler thing on fire, the siren goes off because the bad guy turned the camera off for them to see. And
the scientist guy?
Yeah, and then it's so convenient that one of the soldiers can hurl his body into the window and it breaks, but the chair couldn't.
Repeated bashing with the chair.
Couldn't break the window.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
You're probably gonna be upset with my list then.
Really? Okay.
Don't be. Hey. Yeah, so that was number 5. Alien Covenant for me, Aliens for my wife, Ray, number 4.
Number 4, I'm going to move this up, I guess. I'm going to say Prometheus. I'm
going to say Prometheus for number 4 as well.
I have not finished it. I've seen Prometheus a long time ago.
Yeah,
a long time ago.
It's been out for a while.
When it first came out.
Yeah.
So I vaguely remember, and I was watching it now, but I didn't get to finish it. So that's what I'm going to put it at number 4, because from what I've seen, it doesn't look like a bad movie.
The thing about Prometheus and Alien Covenant is that the whole timeline thing. So I was waiting on finishing this episode and then looking at everything up online. That between Prometheus and Alien Covenant, it becomes pretty much more or less established that the evil robot David was like responsible for essentially creating the xenomorphs through like genetic mutation experimentation, stuff like that. But they already exist, and even in Prometheus there is like they go to in like the ship or whatever, there is like a fossilized xenomorph. Mm-hmm. So it just becomes very confusing as to what the timeline is. Do they exist, or did he just like create them in another way or something like that? But it's never fully established, and I think that's why people are up in arms with like the timeline, because is everything canonical? Is everything like chronological? Mm-hmm. Or are things thrown in there and things are not part of the main timeline or something? But I don't know. But that was it. But I like Alien Prometheus. Prometheus. I think it's actually pretty good. Great cast as well. You got Idris Elba, Benedict Wong is in there, Charlize Theron.
I don't know, because now that you say that, you're sitting. Sorry, you're gonna have to cut this out probably, but you're sitting so forward that I can't. You just got a big ass head. You're sitting.
My bad. I like to sit like that so I can look. All right, go ahead.
He took a piece of he cracked that green egg open or whatever, and he took a dot of whatever the specimen was, and he looked at it, and it had microorganisms, I think, that were like sustaining in the little thing.
That pathogen thing?
Yeah, and he put it in Boy's
drink. Yeah.
Yeah, and at that point, I think that he was trying to see if you take this little bit, could it cause a mutation, or what, what would happen if this is given to a human, and the guy drank it, and then he obviously starts having some kind of reaction to it. That's like the part I basically left off at.
You've seen them go and like him, have sex with his wife and stuff like that?
Yeah.
The other doctor? Yeah, so you've seen that. So yeah. Oh, but you never seen after, that's where you stopped it?
I stopped at the part where Idris Elba woke up to ask them where they were at after the guys had died in the cave.
Two guys in the cave?
Yeah, saying that he wasn't getting any signal.
In the ship, when like the alien went yeah.
So that's the part I stopped at.
Oh, okay. It I think it gets better. There's again a lot of like just kind of no-name characters that kind of bite it. Mm-hmm. But there is a scene with Noomi Rapace, who is the Dr. Elizabeth Shaw, like the wife of like the guy that got the first like alien thing. Mm-hmm. And there's a scene that is like very unsettling where she has to perform a medical procedure on herself, and it's actually really kind of awesome. So
don't try to look at my paper.
Hey, my bad. All right,
hold on, I gotta fix my leg.
That was number 4.
Oh, you can see Hulk's raggedy feet. He's raggedy in general.
Yeah, he's kind of a raggedy Ann. He's been through the fights with the Hulk. He's all busted.
I know, he's kind of...
It's fine. Who cares?
Okay, what are we on?
Number 3. Moving down the list.
Number 3, I put Aliens Covenant.
I put Aliens.
Only because I only watched the beginning, but I based it off of the beginning.
You watched like you've seen like the first half of both those movies right now. Yeah. Like in recent memory. You have seen them. I know you've seen them, but... I
based it off of the fact that when the movie first started, there was already action. And that's what I like. I don't want to wait 50 minutes into a movie for some shit to go down. Like, if some shit's gonna go down, I want to see it go down. I want to see the shit develop. Not sit here and be like, God, this is really damn boring. And then by then I'm asleep. And then there's only 20 minutes of action.
30 minutes of like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
yeah, I actually like Alien Covenant. I like that movie. That's a movie that I can rewatch a lot. People they make stupid decisions. That's just kind of my whole gripe about it. So I put Aliens for number 3. I liked it. I thought Bill Paxton was very whiny. Mm-hmm. They're coming for us, man. They're everywhere. He was very well. No, I mean he's a great actor. I love him, and I love. Gosh, I forgot the guy's name. The guy who played Hicks, he was also in Terminator because Aliens was directed by James Cameron. Mm-hmm. And so it's very Terminator-y, very like action-packed versus like the first one was directed by Ridley Scott, was like horror suspense driven, Mm-hmm. So I do like that. I like it a lot. It gives you 2 really great female protagonists with Ripley and that other kind of lady Vasquez who gets freaking
she does
crazy killed and everything. And but also I will say, Aliens, I think it uses the alien blood acid conveniently, because they're blasting these guys with like explosives and
that's true.
Hot, like automatic like rifles like that, and there's not like crazy blood splatter everywhere.
That's true.
You know.
Yeah.
So that was kind of one of my things about it, but definitely rewatchable. All these movies are super rewatchable, so go ahead and watch them. Let us know. Number 2.
My brain's all screwed up now.
Yeah, that was number 3.
Did I already say Aliens?
That was one of your lower ones, yeah.
Was it? Okay. Oh, yeah, because I switched.
Yeah.
So then I'm going to have to say Aliens Resurrected.
So number 2. Number 2 for is Resurrection?
Yeah, I'm going to have to, because I remember I swapped them around without writing it down.
Do you want to start over?
No.
My number 2 is Alien Romulus. I like Romulus a lot.
Do you?
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot. I liked the idea of the fact that it was, because like the first Alien is like science expedition. The second, like, Aliens is like military expedition, going over to go rescue or whatever, to go like recollect the data or whatever it is. The third one was like she was like marooned on like this prison planet. Alien Resurrection was like another, or like other like prisoners or criminals or something like that, wasn't it? Or like scientists, like
I think they were just scientists. I don't think they were criminals.
Well, like I thought, like Ron Perlman and his gang, I thought they were like thieves and murderers or something like that. I can't remember, but and then like Alien
Resurrected is the one, she's the clone, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I don't think they were prisoners.
Oh, okay. And then Prometheus was like a science expedition again, and then Covenant was like a colonization expedition. I like Romulus because it's just like people trying to like change their fate essentially, and then they meet like a terribly gruesome fate, you know.
Yeah.
But I like that because it was a new twist, and it was within the timeline. It was like, I think you told me it was like what, 20 years after.
Yeah, it was like 2142 or 2122 or something like, or it was 2142, I think.
And it was like 20 years or something like after like aliens.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
It's like they're calling it intriquel. Yeah,
because it's a prequel, within.
It's a prequel and a sequel.
It's a prequel to like, well, because Prometheus was supposed to be like the prequel of all prequels, which is why people are confused, because it's like, well, did this guy create the xenomorphs, but they already exist, or something like that? Well, because there's like time, like the years, like the year that they do their expedition in Prometheus doesn't match up with the year that they're in Alien, the first Alien. That was the whole thing about it. But I thought Romulus, I liked it. It gave you plenty of people to kill off. Didn't really flesh them out, but hey, what are you gonna do?
We're gonna talk about that more in a second.
Yes, sure.
Because if I don't tell him, he will deep dive right now.
Yeah. Alrighty. All right. Number 1. You should probably know mine at this point.
Yeah. Alien,
yeah. Is that the number 1? It's just like the best one. It really is. It's like
it's the first one.
It's the first one. I
didn't get to talk about why I picked Alien.
Oh, my bad.
You are.
Wait, for number 2. What'd you pick for Alien Resurrection?
Alien Resurrection. Sorry.
Yeah.
You see how he doesn't even give me the time of day?
Oh, man.
And every time we film, you're always in the doghouse somehow.
That's kind of true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the doghouse.
Again.
Perpetually.
Again. Grandma Linda.
She watches these, you know.
I know.
She literally watches the entire episode.
I know she does.
She does.
That's what I'm saying.
Mom, you're our best viewer. Thanks.
Hey, sip. Okay.
Alien Resurrection, go.
I like it because it's essentially, is it Ripley?
Ripley.
I want to call her Riley. It's Ripley's clone, but it shows in the beginning of her like not really caring, like not really being sentimental, just like being like, she's already a badass.
Because she was like designed.
Right,
yeah.
but being more of like a badass, you know what I mean?
Okay.
The fact that, sorry, we have a visitor.
Yeah, it's fine. Just go on.
The fact that she has like acid like in her, I thought was cool.
Oh, she has like acid blood or something.
Yeah,
huh? Yeah.
I thought that was really cool. I don't know. I liked that version of her. I really did. I think it was cool that they put Winona Ryder as a synthetic. I thought that was pretty awesome.
I don't think I remembered that until I saw it again.
He's so neat.
He wants to make his biscuits.
I don't want to make his biscuits on my thighs though. He needs a brush.
All right, yeah. Cat. Okay, all right, buddy.
Did you give him food?
Not right now. I thought you did.
No, I just mixed around. Stop trying to take my straw.
Okay, it's all right.
Brief intermission.
It's okay. Or do you want me to take?
You're gonna take my straw out of my cup and then knock the
pause?
whole thing over.
This is gonna be great. Don't lick my
See
cup
what I mean?
either.
Our cat's alcohol.
God, he's drinking my beer.
I thought it was a good movie. I think I enjoyed that one.
More than Aliens and Alien 3.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. It just gave different context to the situation of her not.
Like being Ripley, but being kind of a different character.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I can see it. All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. Number 1, Alien. Pretty much the obvious choice. John Hurt, love that guy. Also, Alien. I don't know if you know this. Fun fact. I'm pretty sure that, like Ridley Scott, like the producers, they created like a physical like apparatus that would like shoot out of John Hurt's chest, and the cast like didn't know.
Oh.
Which is why like it was like the reactions look so genuine. They created like this like piece that like went over him, and like the alien like shot out of his chest with like all the blood effects like that, and I don't think the cast like knew what was gonna happen, which is why it looks like they're reacting in real time because they never saw that before, you know. So I like that. I love a good practical effect. So that's just me. What about you? Practical or CGI?
I would say maybe practical as well, because you know I like that show Face Off, where they do the crazy makeup and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I will say though, within the Alien franchise, is that we're in the year 2040. I'm just gonna say 2140. No one has discovered anti-acid kind of like repellent suit, window, anything, because at this point more than one, I would say, colony maybe would, is that window open? Sorry, knows that these aliens exist, right? So
not before the first Alien.
Or, well, I know, but I'm saying like they're going after the fact. They keep going. More and more people. They're like, hey, yeah, we want to send you out here to go do this because this big boss wants it and this big boss needs it, and we're trying to like make
make money? Recolonize?
No, what are they called?
Colonies?
We just talked about it. Hybrids, you know?
Oh.
No one has like came up with like any kind of formula or suit or tried to see
like
what
these
they,
evil scientist guys?
Yeah, or like potentially like what their weakness is, or like nothing. They're just like, yeah, we're just gonna go. Like, my army's the best of the best, even though like thousands of armies have died.
Yeah.
No one's done anything.
That's true. I mean, if there's these evil scientists, they kind of know, but you might not know about the acid blood. You just know that they're the...
Well, they say it every time. Like, every time they go to these places, someone always on the ship is like, oh yeah, and they shoot acid blood. Like, it's like a quiet conversation in all the movies. Like, even in Aliens, or what did I just watch again? Aliens. When I just watched it, the guy, the crazy scientist guy, when they pointed the camera at the hole in the ground, he was like, acid blood, like quietly to Ripley. It's like they know it exists,
sure,
but like that's disappointing.
Yeah, no, I do not disagree with that, but still an awesome movie. Definitely more in like the horror suspense genre, which is why I like it. All right, there's our rankings. What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
There's our rankings. How do you guys rank the Alien movies? Let us know in the comments. Real quick, I have like a few questions. Agree or disagree. I didn't write them down, so I might miss a few. But the first one is agree or disagree, the xenomorph is the perfect organism?
Agree.
Disagree.
Why?
They're the perfect organism? Okay, first of all, this is like on the internet, so don't come at me for thinking I'm copying people because it's already around. People have said this a lot. That to create a xenomorph requires an egg, which requires a face hugger, which requires a human host, which requires them bursting out of the chest, which requires growing like that. And then all they do is like run around and like drip sweat and eat you? That's a perfect organism?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not? You don't need a man. That's the perfect organ. Yes.
You don't need
do it by myself.
You don't need no man?
Yeah.
You can't. You do need a man because
I don't need a man.
The face hugger has to go onto a man.
It doesn't have to go onto a man. It can go onto anyone if you really
yeah, which means you need somebody.
Okay. So maybe then I will choose just men so that I can extinct the population of men.
Send all the men into the face hugger caves and okay.
Yeah, if my job is just to lay there and not have to reproduce with a male and just lay my own eggs at face huggers and have
like the egg layers
and have my kids run out and handle my business, sure, why not? It keeps me going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Any other questions? Didn't think so.
I don't know. I had other ones, but you haven't seen all of Covenant and Prometheus. But all right. You want to move into? Want to try to do some non-spoilery thoughts?
Non-spoilery thoughts
on Alien Romulus, even though people probably have whoever's gonna watch it has probably already watched it.
Yeah,
so.
I don't think we need to do like. Where did you get on this shirt? I bought you this shirt.
Did I already get some on it?
Is that Play-Doh?
I don't know.
Let's just full-fledged, all the spoilers, all the thoughts.
Okay, how about this? If you guys have not seen Alien Romulus, go ahead and skip to this timestamp. I'm really good at putting them in the editing.
Just know that if you hear this and there's supposed to be a timestamp and there is no timestamp, to just skip. Because that means he has forgotten to, in fact, put the timestamp once again.
All right. Okay. Spoiler thoughts. Spoiler alert. Okay. Straight up, first of all, storyline. Characters.
I thought the storyline was kind of weak.
Yeah, same.
I thought it was weak. It jumps really quick to like... She's this girl who has this brother, and her brother is a synthetic that was given to her by her dad because her parents passed away. His name is Andy. He hasn't had any upgrades, so he has a little bit of a stutter. He seems like he has...
Is that what it was?
Yeah, he didn't have any upgrades.
He was like an old model?
Yeah. Oh. So that's why he mimics of a child who has special needs in a sense of a way.
Oh, okay.
He's a little bit of a slow learner, parental supervision, and then it goes to them going to her wannabe boyfriend, whatever's house, we need to go get this ship to get the cryo sleep pods to go to this other planet.
Yeah.
And then the movie just like takes off like that.
And then that's the movie, yeah.
Yeah. And it's, it would have been nice to maybe
flesh out your characters more.
I mean, yeah, it would have been nice. It's like some moments where like there was a picture of her and her parents, and she kind of like looked at that like as they're like ascending.
Was there, or are you saying that should have been in there?
I think it should have been in there, like as they're like in the spaceship, and she's like looking at the picture of her parents, and yeah, you don't know. There's no backstory to any of these other kids that they know. That. I don't know their names, but there's a brother and a sister.
Gosh, I don't remember any of their names. There
brother,
was like
sister, a cousin,
I only remember Bjorn because Bjorn just
a homie.
Yeah, and then
basically the Asian chick is like the homie or whatever. Or she might be with the cousin.
I think the main character was like Ren or something like Rain, and then
I just remember Andy.
Yeah, I don't remember any of their names. That's actually kind of funny. Yeah, I don't know. It was kind of.
I would have loved to see what the life form looked like a little bit on the planet that they're trying to go to. Maybe. They don't show any of that. You just hear about like this planet that they want to go to.
I think they were saying, because a lot of the things in these movies is that like they go to planets to terraform them and then they do colonization missions. So I think they were saying that whatever it was called, Ugave 6 or whatever, something like that, Agave
beats me.
Honey Planet 7 was apparently terraformed, I think is what they said, and that's why they said they could go and survive there, or there is a colony there, I think, or something like that. But yeah, I mean, I put this movie high on my ranking, but it is kind of
it's a lackluster story, backstory, front story.
Just to have more alien content.
I mean, yeah. That's all it was. It's just it's they probably sat down and was like, how long has it been since we released the Alien movie? Okay, I think it's time. And they were like,
and what was the last Alien movie? Because the last Alien movie was Alien Covenant. Yeah.
You know, it was cool that they tied into there that because the cryo things were being like taken or whatever, it automatically started like defrosting everything that was on the ship.
So it took the fuel.
Yeah, so I thought that was cool. That like brought obviously the face huggers and everything out. And also was cool that how I was saying about people don't know anything about the aliens in order to like prevent them from
proliferating,
or like just like to keep them away or kill them or whatever. That Andy knew that if they lowered or if they raised the temperature in the room, no goosebumps, no sweat, no fear, no nothing, that they can get past the hugger. So he knew. So I wanted to ask you in the movie theater, do you think that the versions of synthetics that were made, like Andy, were made so that they could be there to support humans from the aliens and tell them the things that they can do and cannot do in order to get by them?
Well, that was at the point where he had that updated disk drive from the other synthetic. Yeah. So that was how he knew that he updated. He uploaded the information from the other one, and the other one must have known that they sense body heat or heat signatures. So if we raise the temperature in the room to match human body temperature, and we do not do anything to spike our levels, which would be goosebumps, elevated heart rate, because it sends more
that guy
blood.
The other synthetic didn't tell him that.
No, he didn't. Oh, who? What? Science Officer Rook or Ash or whatever?
He was random. I don't even think he was in any other Alien movies.
He's in the first one.
Is he? So okay.
I forget his name. In Alien, they called him. It's the same person. I don't know if he looked very, very CG. So I don't know if the actor is deceased. But feel free to fact check us in the comments. But he was very CG'd. They called him Science Officer Rook, so maybe he was like Ash Rook or like Ashley Rook or something like that. But they called him Ash in the first one, in the first movie, and that was him. And then he was the synthetic in that movie that was like, oh, as soon as I discovered that this like thing exists, like he was trying to like keep it and like, you know, like that, like in pretty much like an Alien Covenant where the evil synthetic David was trying to do the same thing where he's trying to create more and more and mutate them and whatever it is. But yeah, it was the same actor, or it was like recreated to be the same actor. So yeah, they must have taken his disk drive, because I don't remember what the ship was called. I don't think it was the Nostromo. I don't remember what the ship was that they went to, but that character also, that synthetic, I think, was like, you know, if Walter and David are the same, they look the same, then it's probably all the synthetics of that model
merged
look the same. No, like they all look the same. So it could be another synthetic, but it just looks like the same character. You know, but no, I don't think it's anything like that where he asked him or showed him or told him. I think it just uploaded the information. You know, that was a cool concept because that brought it really back to the suspense thriller factor of just having to be quiet and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was like
it was a pretty tense scene.
Eerily quiet.
Yeah.
Another thing I guess I did like is the fact that even though his new, what was it called? His new Andy's new
directive?
Yeah. Andy's new directive. Even though it was to do what was best in the company, he still looked out for whatever her name, Rain. You know what? Let me look up their names because I feel like this is.
Y'all are just gonna keep getting mad at us if we don't know the characters' names.
They barely like said each other's names.
They barely did.
The whole movie. A lot of the movie was honestly pretty quiet. There was a lot of them being quiet. A lot of them trying to get away. There was very few like group dialogue moments in this one.
Not very many, actually. Now you think about it, yeah.
So let's look up. Yeah, Rain is the girl. She's the main character. Kay is the sister. Andy. Tyler is the brother to Kay. Navarro was the bald Asian lady. And Bjorn is the other guy. And I'm assuming that Navarro and Bjorn were together. Right? No. Because who was Kay pregnant by?
No, she said she didn't know.
Oh, little hussy.
She said she didn't know. I think Tyler and Rain were together. And it was and Tyler's sister was that girl Kay. I don't think Bjorn was with anybody.
He was like, oh yeah, because he was like, this is my cousin. So Bjorn was like, he was like, sorry about my cousin to Andy.
Yeah.
In the beginning.
I think he was like related. I think they're all related. Navarro was the Asian chick.
And also Rain makes up her mind really quickly that she like wants to go to this abandoned ship above them. Like she leaves out of the trailer and she sees the sun and then she turns back and she's like, you said it was safe, right? Or you said we could do it quickly, right? And he's like, yeah, and then they go. There was like no over the night sleep process thought about it. There was like no, let me like really weigh out the factors. It was
check all my possible options.
Oh, I see the sun. Okay, because on the planet that they're at, there's 0 days.
It's perpetual darkness, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well here, factor this in. She's born on this planet and she's born into pretty much a life of slavery, pretty much. Like a life of just servitude, right? When she got denied her travel visa,
that was crazy.
They said it would be like, I don't know, like 30 something years, like 26 years or like something, several decades. Would you continue your life of servitude for the chance at your visa, or say, hey, these people have a chance that could get us to this planet with these cryo tubes and take the risk? Would you take the risk, or would you, that's because that's where she's landing up at. She's saying, okay, the risk versus reward. The risk is probably dying or being caught and coming back to a life of servitude with no chance, or taking the chance to escape.
I mean, I don't know, because at this point, it's pretty much look like they can leave whenever the fuck they want.
Dude, that was one of the things
they just
that
like started the ship and fucking left. So it's like, why are you waiting for your travel thing if you could just leave whenever? Well, they had to go to sleep because it was like a 9-year travel.
It was like
It said 9 years.
It was 9-year traveling, but
it's like if you can leave whenever the fuck
they literally left like the airspace, and there was no like defensive signatures. There was no alarms.
The guy like stood there smoking a cigarette, like looking at the ship take place. Like there was like no army, there was like no police, there was like no space carriers around them to like stop them from leaving. They just like
nobody followed them into the atmosphere. They literally just left. And like, why are you so? Why are you so imprisoned if you could just take a ship and leave?
Well, not only that, it's like if you're on this planet, I'm pretty sure somewhere on the planet that you're at, there's cryobanks for you to sleep in.
The cryopods and stuff.
So why would you not? I know I'm saying banks like it's the sperm bank or some shit. I'm so sorry. Why would you not try to figure out where those are on your own planet first?
Because they were at like a colony. They said they were at like a mining colony.
Yeah, but you don't think that people leave those? If people leave those colonies and they can go to that planet to get their travel visa, and it's 9 years, there has to be those for those people to sleep in them to make it there.
No, I don't disagree at all. I think, yeah.
It's like there could have been a lot more ways to go about this than going on some random ship.
I don't disagree, but like also you got to think about like the kind of like lore. Are the people there based on a class system? Is she super low class? You know, like does she even have the ability to go and like search around? Because the colony is probably separate from like the high class area.
True.
You know what I mean?
I don't know.
So
you have a walking computer with you. Figure it out.
I don't disagree at all what you're saying about like the fact that they just left and there was like no consequence to that.
They just dipped out.
Like, yeah, why didn't you do that?
And no one went after them either.
No. There was no like signal call saying return to planet whatever mining planet.
It was really weird too, because like at the beginning when her and Andy were sitting down having lunch or whatever, she was getting a call from someone and they're like something, we owe him money, how are we going to pay him?
Oh, at
we
that
never
diner
see
thing?
the guy. She just owes someone and we have no idea who it is. Andy was like, how are we going to pay him? We owe him something.
At like the diner thing, right?
Yeah, and you never see the guy who she owes. There's like no conflict with the guy to make her go ahead and be like, okay, yeah, let's fucking go. I got to get out of here.
Because you never see
you never see the guy.
The person who's presented by who is introduced as this conflict.
Right.
That's true. Did I put Romulus too high on my list? I don't know. Did I? I don't know. I mean, you're right. The story is weak, but then it's like the strongest story is probably like the first Alien. Like a lot of them are like not crazy. Unfortunately, like it's a really super beloved franchise and people love it, and it's like you can't be a horror fan without loving the first Alien movie, you know. But you're right. You guys go ahead and tell us, does every single Alien movie have a completely strong, perfect storyline? Because Alien Covenant doesn't, Prometheus doesn't.
I don't know. And then in this one, they kind of took it back to Alien Resurrection with the whole
the hybrids.
Ripley, being the mother of the queen, essentially, and her taking Ripley down into like the bottom, kind of like keeping her there. And they're like, they want you to see what she wants you to see, what she's created for you, or something like that. I remember the guy when he was
in
like,
Resurrection?
Yeah, remember he's all like strung up in the goo.
Oh, the scientist? Oh, yeah.
He's like, she wants you to see what she's created for you, or something like that. And it's the hybrid. And then the end of Romulus is she gives birth to a because this dumb hoe. She fucking injects herself with the shot.
So that black goo
it's the same as Prometheus?
I think is the goo from Prometheus. Yeah. And then it was like the directive to like save the goo. Right? But at what point does like so I think what Romulus was doing, and I didn't want to say this before when we did our rankings, I didn't want to go crazy too much into it, but I think what Romulus is doing is that it's saving Alien in the chronological order, but it's also correcting Prometheus stuff.
Okay.
That might be like inconsistent, you know? So if Prometheus happened before, then the black goo is what happened, and then that's like the goo that they have that she injected with, and that's the goo that makes the hybrids or whatever. I will say props to this movie for having a graphic egg birth.
Yeah.
Super graphic, like birthing of like this egg that like burst open. And a very, very graphic chest bursting of an alien from the chick's chest.
Yeah, and that happened pretty quickly too.
That was quick.
Normally, do not take my straw.
It was probably the first.
Business.
It was probably the first 40, probably the first 30 minutes.
Well, I'm gonna say just in terms of like, obviously, like the xenomorphs probably evolve, facehuggers evolve, evolution, things like that. They speed up, but in any other movie that we've seen, it's been over a span of, or any other alien movies, it's been a span over a couple of hours to where the xenomorph kind of busts out of the chest. This happened like almost immediately.
Well, no, I think what happens is that
it happened quick.
It did, but also, just in terms of filmmaking, how do we know that a couple hours didn't pass?
It didn't though, because they literally got it off of her. Bjorn took her,
and then they went to the ship.
Andy was like,
Bjorn, Kay, and Navarro.
Andy
at the
was
ship.
like, I know what I have to do, which was to kill her. And Bjorn was like, no, you're not gonna do that. They ran straight to the ship, and as soon as he detached from the ship, then she started having her seizures and convulsing.
Yeah.
And then it burst out.
True.
So I want to say that happened in a span. I'm gonna say like maybe 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Usually it's like they're together for a couple hours, and then they're like, oh, here's the guys, like, oh, or the girls like, oh, I think I'm fine, and then everyone has chilled down for a second, and then it happens. You know what I mean? Yeah. And the pregnant chick, she just was clumsy as hell.
All right. Any other thoughts? Figures? Questions?
What did she do with the body of Kay? Kay dies. Kay gives birth, and
then the alien eats her.
The alien comes back. I think what he's trying to do is breastfeed, because she has this black ooze coming out of her.
Goo.
So I think that he eats her.
He's like a tongue. So
you don't ever see what happens to Kay's body.
Yeah.
We're gonna just. I mean, maybe that was the whole plot of the reason why they mentioned her being pregnant, was so that
because she's lactating or whatever.
So that her embryo and then evolves not into a regular baby, but it evolves into a hybrid because she took the serum.
Oh. It didn't.
Maybe that's why
the serum didn't make her pregnant, but it evolved her pregnancy. Okay, yeah, that's true. I enjoyed it in theaters. It takes a lot for me to cringe or have those moments in a theater. I can pretty much sit through pretty gruesome stuff, but when my wife was jumping when the guy came out when he's all burned up, it got me, but also because it got you. If I was doing it by myself, I don't think I would be crazy jumpy, but I did enjoy the horror nature of it. I wish there was more people to kill. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of my gripe about all these movies.
I wish
there was more people to kill.
I wish you'd seen. There wasn't a lot of xenomorphs in this one either. There wasn't every time you turn a corner, there wasn't a xenomorph. You see the face huggers, and then you stop seeing them after a while. And then the only other time you see the xenomorphs is when they go down into I'm gonna say the nursing, the nesting den, essentially is what I'm gonna call it. And then you see all these other ones. But other than that, I don't think there is. And that's another thing too, though. It's you never seen the xenomorphs leave really from that den, or am I tripping?
Oh, in that
you see
ship?
More face huggers in this one than you do xenomorphs running around.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah,
they're all in this den, and they go down there to get Kay. And then you see them crawling, but then you don't see them coming after them.
You see them a lot when at the very end where she's shooting them and she turns the gravity off so that the acid doesn't burn through the ship and stuff.
Yeah.
But then wouldn't the acid blood just go everywhere? I don't know.
And then you see them at the elevator. I think it was an okay movie. Am I gonna watch it again? Yes. Am I gonna force myself to keep my eyes open? Yes. Will I hide behind my husband still? Probably.
Now that you know the moments where things happen. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It's not as. The thing about the gruesomeness of it is that it just looks like now in today's day and age and everything like that, it just looks more realistic. But like the first Alien movie where the dude, the thing comes from his chest, that was like brutal. Like this one is just like up close and you can like see it happening.
No, it was brutal with the girl, Navarro.
Yeah.
That shit was like breaking her ribs.
No, it was super brutal, but it was also like it just looked more realistic. But in the first movies, they have a practical effect that emulates that. But you're right, it was like up close and it's like peeking out of her chest, and it's
she
like,
has like had the light behind her back so you can see it. That.
No, it was good. It was a really, really good chest bursting alien like that. And I'm sitting there in theaters. Like my thing, when I'm like struggling, is I go like this. I like grab my jaw.
I just close my eyes and I tell me what's happening, and he like whispers.
I literally give her the play-by-play.
Okay, guys, that's usually how it is, because I can't.
I give her like the play-by-play. Yeah, when it comes to like really graphic stuff, you know. You find with like Scream and like horror movies and stuff like that, because you know, well, obviously with Alien, like it's very, very far-fetched. The more realistic things look, the more I think you can believe they're happening.
It's really dark in there. Favorite character out of.
He was like the most sympathetic, even though he's like not a human. Yeah,
He wasn't. No, because there was a time where he was like, Andy, open the door. He was like, if I would have opened the door for her to come in, we would have all died.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that.
Like, I feel like any of the older synthetics from all the other aliens would have been like. But if you've been talking to them long enough to open the door, they would have been like, okay, I'm gonna open the door. And it probably would have gone through.
I don't think so. I think Bishop would open the door.
This is a special episode, by the way.
Why?
It's for Allie. Allison, we love you. Don't come for us, please.
All right. Does that wrap up our thoughts?
I think so. I liked Alien Romulus. I thought it was okay.
Do you want to do a 1 to 10?
1 to 10? Okay.
Alien Romulus 1 to 10?
10 being the best, 1 being the worst?
Sure.
Okay. Ready, set, go.
7.5.
I gave it 6.
7.5, yeah. Give it like a C+.
I gave it a 6. Give it a solid 6.
Yeah, it was.
I'll watch it again.
Yeah. But you're right. You did, like, when you tell me about, like, the story, like, the character motivations and, like, the decisions, like, I get it. Yeah, sure. I think the reason why I put it higher on my list was because of, like the effects and, like, the graphics of it, and I really enjoy the direction they're going with, like, these human hybrid things. I thought it was crazy awesome. So I hope they make more. I hope there's more crazy stuff to think about with this kind of stuff. So yeah, 6, you know,
6 is solid.
It's like above average a little bit, yeah.
6 is solid.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
All right. So to end, I do want to do one more.
I thought we were
Cup
already
5,
ending.
Keep 5. Disney animal character duos. Ready? And I'll give you this. We got Timon and Pumbaa, Abu and Raja, Flit and Miko, Flounder and Scuttle, Mushu and Cricky, Turk and Tantar, Jacques and Gus Gus, the little mice from Cinderella.
Yeah, I'm aware. He thinks I don't know anything. You guys are so weird. It's so aggravating.
Flower and Thumper, Todd and Copper from
Why?
Fox and the Hound.
Duh.
And Chip and Dale.
Okay. Cut 5, keep 5?
Cut 5, keep 5.
I'm gonna cut 5, keep 5, and it's gonna be cut 5, keep 5 beers for my husband.
Hey, that's actually pretty good.
It's actually not good at all. Alright, let me just read it. How am I gonna...
Here. I'll hold your mic. Yo!
Nice.
That actually might work.
I'm going to... I don't know who Flit and Miko is, do I?
Flit and Miko's from Pocahontas, the little
Oh,
The hummingbird and the raccoon.
I'm gonna cut them.
You're gonna cut Flint and Miko? Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep Jacques and Gus Gus. They're so cute.
They're cute. Yeah, they're cute.
All right, I'm gonna cut. This is hard.
I know, that was a good one. This is a good list.
This is hard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut Mushu and Cricky.
Really?
Yeah.
I love Mushu.
I know, but I'm gonna keep Flower and Thumper.
Okay.
I'm going for cuteness.
Okay.
Or it's gonna get tough.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep. I don't know. I'm gonna. Don't come for me. I'm gonna cut Chip and Dale.
Okay.
Even though they're classics.
They're classic, but it's like they're not like maybe as beloved as some of these other characters.
And I'm gonna keep Abu and Raja.
Okay. Abu is very, very loved.
Okay, I'm going to cut. I do love Tantar, but I'm gonna cut.
Turk and Tantar?
Yeah.
From Tarzan?
Yeah, I do love him, but I'm going to keep Timon and Pumbaa.
Okay. Okay. I respect that.
So I have Todd and Copper and Flounder and Scuttle left.
The last two?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's actually a tough last pick. I don't know who I pick.
I'm gonna keep Flounder and Scuttle.
No, Todd and Copper.
I know Little Mermaid more than I do Fox and the Hound.
Okay.
Sadly.
Okay.
I was a Little Mermaid girl. My mom was pissed on how much I watched Little Mermaid. It was Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Prince of Egypt, even like telling us not Disney.
It's DreamWorks.
I'm just gonna record like this from now on. This is great.
Honestly, it might just sound fine.
I know. Tuck it in. Okay. Tuck it in your shirt.
All right, what's going on, guys?
That looks ridiculous on you.
It is kind of. It's like the little lapel mics, but it's like my regular mic. I don't know. There might be some feedback. I'm gonna just do this. Okay. All right. Continue. Little Mermaid girl.
Yeah. Oh, Mulan. Yeah, there was definitely movies that I bothered my mom with a lot.
My top 3 Disney movies on VHS that were like watch, rewind was Sword in the Stone, Fox and the Hound, and Hercules.
Oh yeah. Maybe I was Hercules, but Hercules used to scare me when I was little.
With Hades?
Yeah. Like seeing all the souls and stuff. I used to get scared.
Sure. But not with Little Mermaid? With her little souls?
No.
That wasn't as scary? Her
That
little
was different.
fish souls?
No.
That was
different.
terrifying, I thought. Super scary.
It was scary when her jumped in the pool to get Meg, and you just see like all the dead people.
Oh, and they're all surrounding him?
He's got the boat. He's got the boat, and he's going through it, and it's like the dead guy paddling the boat.
Oh, and he does the fireballs and all that stuff?
Yeah. No.
All right. Let us know in the comments what would be your keep 5, cut 5 for that little Disney animal duo list. Super awesome. Yeah, I would probably definitely keep Todd and Copper because they're awesome. I would definitely keep Mushu and Cricky. I'll probably keep Jacques and Gus Gus. I would keep Timon and Pumbaa. I'd probably keep Flit and Miko. So you and I did have some definite differences, but that's fine.
Whatever.
Because difference is good. Remember that, guys.
Is it?
Sometimes you need to have differences.
Okay, we love y'all. We'll see you guys later.
All right. Let us know in the comments what to watch next. Thanks for nerding out with us. Peace.
You're an idiot.